So this is why you are currently getting scammed in crypto. In this video, I'm going to go through all of the potential scams that are rampant in the crypto markets right now and the steps that you can take to protect yourself to make sure that this does not happen. Again, I've been in the markets now for 5 or 6 years and I have personally experienced some of these scams myself. So I want to give you my experience and what I do to protect myself from these and what the best course of action is. First things first, we want to talk about general security. Okay, so the main thing that you should be aware of is you want to have full self-custody over your crypto assets, so you and only you have complete control over your assets. Now, to do this, you will need something called a hardware wallet, also known as a cold storage wallet. There are many of them out there. The ones that I do personally use are 𝗥𝗲𝗃, which I've been using for many years now. That was my first cold storage wallet. Actually, technically my second. I got a 𝗥𝗲𝗃 first, which I currently don't use, and I actually would probably not recommend using it, even though the actual hardware wallet itself is fine. The company's database has been leaked multiple times. So if you're a security business that has problems with leaking data, then that's just a red flag for me. So I prefer to stay away from 𝗥𝗲𝗃. I personally use 𝗥𝗲𝗃, which is a USB type device. And the other one is a relatively newer cold storage wallet in the market called a 𝗥𝗲𝗃. Super interesting. I've been using them. I have multiple of them now, and they have been amazing. They're my favorite cold storage wallet to date. And they don't even need a seed phrase. The way that it works is almost imagine like a hotel key card that has your private keys stored inside of that card, and it's an NFC which connects to your phone, so you can basically put the card into your phone, and then you have an application on your phone that can open up and access your wallet that way, which is super awesome. I prefer to transact using my mobile phone. I'm out and about all the time. If I'm anywhere where I need to quickly sell anything, then I can do it all within my 𝗥𝗃𝗃 wallet, which is super cool. So yeah, I think it's great. Highly recommend it. I actually do have a code that you guys can use. I believe it's Crypto Crush, and you get $5 off, which is super awesome. You know, use it, don't use it, I don't care. But if you want to have a hardware wallet or an additional hardware wallet that can be used on your phone, then use the 𝗥𝗃𝗃. Highly recommend. And with that, it just means that you have self-custody over your assets and no one can get access to it. We don't want another FTX collapse. And when you have your crypto on a centralized exchange, there is a potentiality that that could happen. There is a risk because you are not the one who holds the asset. It's actually the crypto exchange that holds the asset on your behalf. So there's a couple different reasons as to why you shouldn't hold it on centralized exchanges. One being the fact that you know, the exchange could actually be fraudulent in some way, have some holes in their balance sheets. They could be using customer funds for who knows what. This has happened in the past. The exchanges are a lot more transparent now. They are using Merkle tree roots, so you can actually see their on-chain wallet, so they're a lot more transparent. But even still, I would recommend keeping it off exchanges. The secondary way that you also shouldn't, or the reason why you shouldn't have it on centralized exchanges is for any reason that you get phishing scammed. And a phishing scam is when someone can actually get access to your accounts. They might send you a phishing email pretending to be your exchange, but they're not actually the exchange. You type in your email, your password, you're basically just giving it to them. They can log in directly and then withdraw all the funds from your centralized exchange. Now, there is a security backup that you can use, which is called an anti-phishing code. I recommend every centralized exchange that you use have an anti-phishing code, and this is a 4, 5, 6, 7-digit code that is put on the bottom or the top of your centralized exchange email. So when they do send you an email, the way you know it's legit is they will have your anti-phishing code in the top left or bottom right corner, so you know it's legitimate. And that's something that you should do anyway. The second layer of security is obviously two-factor authentication. You should connect your Google Authenticator, so every time you want to make a transaction or you want to withdraw, or you want to do anything on the exchange, there needs to be a two-step security process, which is sending an email code to the email that you signed up with, and also having the Google Authenticator. So that adds an extra layer of security as well. If they don't have both, then they're going to struggle to get access to that. And what I would also recommend is using an authenticator with an email that you don't use. So they have to directly log into that separate email to then get the Google Authenticator. So that'll help as well. So if they do phish your email password for whatever reason through a phishing scam, if you have a different email that's connected to your Google Authenticator, then they won't be able to get access to that. So that's another way that you can add a layer of security. The other thing that I would recommend is going on more the decentralized route. If you have decentralized wallets, so we're talking MetaMask, Phantom, those types of wallets that are connected to your Google Chrome, there is an application that you can download called 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁. And what 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁 does is, first of all, it gives you a diagnostic scan on your decentralized wallet to see if you've previously connected your wallet to any like scam pages or anything like that, or if you have any scam tokens as well. So what some scammers do is they send you a little bit of some tokens, and then if you try and sell them, they can get access to your account, because what you do is you sign the transaction, and they can get access to it that way. So the diagnostic scan will tell you whether you have connected it to any phishing sites anyway. But on the flip side, if you're about to connect to a phishing site or a site that has a wallet drainer on it, it will actually tell you. It'll come up with a big red warning, and it'll say basically that this website is known to have a wallet drainer. Please don't continue. So that's another thing. That's a massive, massive thing that you should 100% have on every single decentralized wallet that you have. Putting 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁 has saved me on many occasions. So make sure that you do that and do the diagnostic scan as well. These are just basic things that everyone should be aware of and everyone should have when it comes to security. The other thing that I would recommend as well is make sure you have separate wallets for different things. So for example, if you're going to be playing around with DeFi protocols, just make sure that you use brand new wallets. So send whatever cryptocurrency you're going to use to connect to that DeFi protocol into that wallet, okay, into the new wallet, because when you connect to DeFi protocols, there's always a trace. There's always, traceability there, because it is blockchain and everything is transparent. But also the fact that DeFi protocols are higher risk and they may be prone to hacks. There are a lot of hacks that happen in DeFi protocol. You could get your wallet drained. You could lose your funds. Yeah, having separate wallets for things like that is going to be really helpful, because the last thing you want is to connect one of your main wallets to a DeFi protocol that ends up having some kind of wallet drainer, and then you get all of your assets drained. That's the worst thing that you could possibly do. And yeah, I would recommend, if you're going to be playing around with different blockchains, different ecosystems, connecting to different decentralized applications, just make sure you have fresh wallets for those. And the ones that you want to hold for the long term, move them onto hardware. You don't need to have them on your decentralized wallets. Just move it onto hardware and let it stay there. The other thing that people do ask me all the time is that there are possibilities that you can buy and sell assets within your hardware wallet. Yes, this is true. And what they will do is they will use a third-party application, and they will be able to do transfers within a hardware wallet. Now, there's obviously risks to this, because like I said, there are traceability in that. Now, using a decentralized exchange with a hardware wallet, it's definitely safer than using it, with a software wallet, using the likes of Uniswap, for example. But there is still a risk there, so just be aware if you're going to be connecting your hardware wallet to a decentralized exchange, or if you're going to be connecting your hardware wallet to any kind of DeFi protocol, there's still a risk that there's some way that, you know, hackers could get access to your wallet one way or another. It'd have to be extremely sophisticated, because the security protocols that these hardware wallets have are insane. Like Tangem is like full military grade security, so it would be extremely hard for them to do it, but just know that there's a risk there. So if you are going to be doing that, just be aware that there is the risk. The recommendation for me would be just don't connect your hardware wallet to anything. If you really wanted to, you could have two separate hardware wallets, one that you connect to DeFi and one that you do not, and you could swap between the two, but that's up to your discretion. That's up to you if you want to do that. Now, the other thing that a lot of people are prone to when it comes to scams is social media, okay? Now, I have thousands of impersonators. Now, when I was on TikTok, it was so much worse than it is now, but I have hundreds, if not thousands of people impersonating me, pretending to be me, messaging my audience on Instagram, Telegram, TikTok. Even on email, I've had people come to me saying, do you have a Facebook? I haven't used Facebook in years. And there are going to be people who are going to try to impersonate KOLs, influencers, or just people of influence in this space, and they will try to message you and they will try and scam you. And you've got to be really, really vigilant with this because they are getting more and more sophisticated. Some of the things that I do to try and protect my audience is, of course, have the blue check. I also never DM anyone. I will never DM you. The only way that you can get access to me is through Altcoin Advantage, which is my coaching program, which you can private DM me on a bespoke platform that I have built specifically so people can message me. So yeah, just ensure that, you know, if anyone's messaging you that is a KOL or an influencer in the space, the likelihood is it's not them. It's definitely not them. And just make sure that you check usernames, you check the way that they're coming across as well. So one of the main scams out there is that they want to trade for you. They want to trade on your behalf. Give me $2,500 and I'll give you a stupid return in the next year. All you need to do is just send $2,500 to this wallet and I'll trade for you. And then whenever you want to take it out, you can do that. Now, this is just a massive scam. They're not going to trade for you. No one should trade for you. First of all, it's illegal to do that. And secondly, if they're asking you for your seed phrase, your password, anything like that, it's definitely a scam. It's definitely a scam. One of the main ones that I get all the time is that they set you up on a platform and you can see the returns going up and up and up over time, and then suddenly when you want to withdraw, you can never withdraw. So that's the other thing to be aware of, is a lot of these platforms that say, oh, you're going to get 300%, 400%, 500% returns in 2 months. It's super unrealistic. It's likely a scam. Stay away from that. Always have custody over your own assets. Always do the trading yourself. Never give money to anyone. Always keep it self-custody, hardware wallet. And if you are trading, then use a reputable trading platform. Use a trading platform that is being recommended by multiple people, where there's testimonials and there's people that or KOLs or influencers that are personally using it themselves, and they can showcase that on their channel. Some of the centralized exchanges that I use is Swissborg, 𝗥𝗲𝗍, Binance. Very reputable companies have been around for many, many, many years. They have a track record of funding, investors, VCs, all of that. Do the research. Don't just blindly give people money just because they're giving you an unrealistic expectation of what returns you could get. It's likely a scam. Do the research, trade by yourself, self-custody all your assets, never give anyone any money. One of the main things that you can do to make sure that you actually connect and get onto the right platforms is obviously do the research, sign up for them, and then you can bookmark the links as well. So you can favorite them. And that means that you can go back to the correct URL every single time. So that's the main thing. I favorite everything, I bookmark everything. So I never have to like research for it and accidentally click an ad or accidentally click the wrong link and it ends up being a phishing link. So that's what I do, bookmark everything, favorite everything, save everything. And yeah, that's the main thing. And the other thing that I would recommend in terms of passwords, use a different password for everything. Now I know it's annoying, but using a different password for everything is going to be really helpful, because if one gets compromised, the rest of your centralized exchanges or the rest of the platforms that you use are not going to be compromised, because they won't be able to get in. And there is, you know, softwares that you can use like LastPass to actually like save all of your passwords. Personally, I don't use that. I'm traditional. I'm pen to paper. I like everything pen to paper, because it just ensures that I am not putting any of my private information online in any way. So that's what I do personally. But yeah, that's it. That is how you can ensure that you do not get scammed in crypto. If you found this really useful, then make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. And also, if you want more tips on security, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I'll probably be doing a lot more videos like this. Also, just to note, I do have a coaching program and a mentorship program that is currently live. It's called the Altcoin Advantage. We've had some awesome sessions in the past couple of weeks. If you guys are interested in a little bit more of a group coaching approach or private group or private coaching approach, then make sure that you click the link down below and have a chat to my team and see if you'd be a right fit to join our inner circle. We're helping people all over the world enter the market and exit the market this bull cycle, and it's been so epic, an awesome journey so far. So yeah, hopefully you guys will go check it out, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.